Welcome to the ICHQ Study Hall. This session will be led by our finance team. Our operations consist of 10 departments across 5 key areas of service: conventions, finance and IT teams, HR and legal, membership services and customer service, admin services, special projects, and IGB. Led by Executive Director Karen Y. Williams, ICHQ has some of the best and brightest when it comes to our leadership. Now let's meet our finance team, led by Finance Manager Asha Singh. In today's lecture, we will cover the topics shown on this slide. Let's start with our first video presentation, which covers the transfer invoice payment process.
This recording is regarding how to access your transfer invoice. We will begin by entering the sgro1922.org website. We are going to log into the member portal. Okay, and once you're logged in, your name will appear in the top right-hand corner on the blue ribbon. Click on the name. And I can give a brief instruction on how to process your transfer. Once you get to this page and the tabs appear, you can click on the transfer tab and follow the prompts within that tab. And in short, it's telling you to add your transfer request by clicking add, the plus button, and entering your destination chapter, the date, additional information. And if you're entering a graduate chapter from an undergraduate chapter, please indicate it by clicking this button here, and then you would save and close. In this scenario, this member has already requested their transfer. She can review her transfer request status by clicking the transfer status for soror here. And it indicates that she has been approved out of the current chapter and she has been approved in to the destination chapter, both locally and regionally. But it says false under complete because her invoice has been generated, but it has not yet been satisfied. And so to satisfy the invoice, this member would need to enter on her financial status tab. By clicking that tab, it will open up her open invoices. And you can see here it indicates it's a subscription fee. And you can identify what is in that invoice by clicking this drop down button, and this is her transfer fee. So we will click on that invoice and we would like to pay the invoice. So we will click the pay invoice icon. And here the card number will be entered and submitting the order. And that is how you access your transfer invoice. I hope this is helpful. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.
The next slide features a video presentation on the reactivation invoice payment process. But first, please note the following key points as they are essential to remember for reactivation.
Hello, this recording is for reactivation payment navigation for members. To begin the reactivation process, the member should arrive at the Sigma Gamma Rho website, which is sgrho1922.org. For a member to reactivate, they would select the member tab across the top of the page and select reactivate today. And once that page populates, this is where the member will follow the prompts here. So in summary, if the member already has a username and password, a profile within our system, they can just submit a help desk ticket to help@sgro1922.org. If they do not have an account, then they would just follow the prompts here and enter their information and submit. In this particular scenario, this member has already gone through these steps. They've also been reported as cleared locally and regionally. So now they can just log into the member portal and access their invoice. After the username and password has been entered, a new window will populate where the member can click their name in the top right-hand corner on the blue banner. And this will populate their profile. From here, the member can verify their clearance status from the Financial Status tab. And you'll notice it'll say local, true, regional, true. If they have not been properly cleared, these fields will reflect false. But this is a way that the member can verify if they've been properly cleared. And so they have access to the click here to pay national dues banner in the left-hand corner. So we will click here and a new window will open where it will direct the member to pay their dues. And here's the invoice. The invoice only needs to be added to the cart. The member should view the cart. And enter the payment details and submit the order. And that's how the member will pay their reactivation invoice. Thank you for watching.
Next, we will present 3 videos related to national dues, starting with the first video on how members can pay their national dues.
Okay, this recording is for a member paying their dues. For a member to pay their dues on their own behalf, they will need to go to the SGRO website, sgro1922.org, and select the Gold tab member portal in the top right-hand corner. A new window will populate where they will enter their username and password. Once the username and password has been entered, the individual's profile will populate and they will select their name on the blue ribbon in the top right-hand corner. Once their profile populates, they will see if they have been properly cleared. They must be cleared locally and regionally for them to have access to their national dues invoice. In this case, this member has been properly cleared and is able to select the click here to pay national dues link. Once that button is selected, a new window will populate for revealing the pay dues selection. We will select that pay dues tab in the middle of the screen, and the invoice will populate where we will add it to cart. We would like to view the cart once the invoice has been added to cart. And we will scroll down to the payment details. And here you will enter your card information and select submit order. Once the order has been submitted, an email confirmation will be sent with a receipt of your payment. And that is how a member pays on their own behalf. Thanks for watching.
In this segment on the national dues payment process, we will learn how administrators can make payments on behalf of members.
How an administrator can pay for a member. We will begin by logging into the SGRO website, sgrho1922.org, and selecting the member portal link and logging in with your proper credentials. Once you have your username and password entered, select sign in. Make sure you enter the proper username and password. Once you have entered into your profile, you would like to select in the top right-hand corner your name, where your name is listed. Once you select your name, your personal profile will update. And as an administrator, you should have access to chapters. So there you would select the My Chapters tab. For all the chapters that you are an administrator for, they will be listed under the My Chapters tab. Here, there's only one option, so we'll select the test chapter for this recording and training purpose. We would like to pay for a member, so we will select the current member roster. The current member roster is also where you would be processing clearance, but for the sake of showing how the administrator pays for a member, we will go to someone who has already been cleared. And these are the members within the test chapter. And so we are going to select a member who has already been cleared, both locally and regionally. So this one looks both locally and regionally cleared. So we will select this member's number. Once the number is selected, as an administrator, you will have the chapter administrator tab once that member's profile is populated. So you will select the chapter administrator tab. And there the invoices will be populated, and you can select all or whichever one you would like to add to the cart and enter your payment and collect and submit order once you enter your payment. And that's how a chapter administrator would pay on behalf of a member. Thank you for watching.
Finally, in the last part of the national dues payment process, we will cover how a chapter administrator can pay chapter dues.
So this recording is for how an administrator will pay chapter invoices that are found on the chapter's profile. So we will go to our website, sgro1922.org, and select the member portal login. Enter the username and password as the administrator. Once you're logged in, click on your name in the top right-hand corner. This will open your personal profile. And to work on on behalf of the chapter, you would select from the My Chapters list. If you're an administrator of multiple chapters, they would be listed here. However, in this scenario, there is only one. So we will select Test Chapter. And to access the chapter's invoices, we will select the Participation tab. Here you will find the invoices that you could that you're able to pay. You can select all of them, just one of them. I am going to select one for the sake of showing that you can select one or the other, and we will add this one to the cart. And since it's one total sum, I assume that there are multiple line items in this invoice. So instead of just paying it flat out, the total amount, we want to click on the invoice number to see if we would just like to pay one or the other or all. So we can pay all of these listed members here or listed items in this invoice, or we can select one or the other. So instead of paying for the top class, I will just pay for Darnell Robinson. So I will proceed to checkout, and hopefully my invoice should only be $55 as opposed to the entire $260. And that's what has occurred. So it's allowing me to select only the $55 to pay now, and the remaining balance will remain in the participation tab. And here is where we would enter our payment information and submit order. And that is how you would pay as an administrator the chapter invoices. Thank you for watching.
In this section of the presentation, we will discuss the life member payment process. As you would recall, starting July 1st, 2024, all new life member application fees are being processed through PayPal. Consequently, we are no longer requiring a credit card authorization form from new life member applicants, ensuring PCI compliance. Automated PayPal invoices are sent to the email address listed in your IMIS profile. These invoices will include your IMIS ID number and the total amount due, with the option to pay in installments. If you have any questions or concerns, please submit a ticket via Help Desk. Additionally, a new processing fee of 3.31% will be applied to all new life member invoices. This fee will cover the charges incurred by Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Inc. from PayPal. As we near the end of the presentation, I'd like to remind you that if you have any questions or need assistance, please reach out to us through Freshdesk. You can log into the member-only portal and select the Help Center as shown in the image. We'll be happy to assist you. We are now open to answer any questions you might have that were not covered during the presentation.